My name is Tonka Jahari, but I would never order a whole pizza for myself. Hi queens, did you miss me? I feel like in honor of the snowstorm that's coming, I should put on a hat. Hold on. We got 3 options. We have this one, or this one. This is like if these two had a baby. You know what I mean? Let's see. Ah, my eye! Or should I just say no to the hat altogether? I think it's cute. Okay, ladies and gents. Today I will be educating you and empowering you and informing you on the importance of eating properly so that you can gain the weight that you desperately want. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Angel. I am a certified personal trainer and I'm in the process of becoming a nutrition coach. I specialize in women's healthy weight gain. If you find yourself that you're a girl and you're sick and tired of being called skinny, you're sick and tired of being skinny, and you want to put on some muscle, put on some weight. I was once in your shoes. I have some before and after pictures, okay? I used to be like this, and now I'm like this. My fingers are kind of skinny, so it's not a good illustration, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you're new here, welcome. Stay a while, get comfy, take your shoes off, you know, make yourself at home, stay here for a little while. So let me set the scene for you, right? Let's say that you weigh 110 pounds and your goal is to weigh 130 pounds, right? You've tried everything you could. You've gone on YouTube, you've gone on TikTok, you've read books, you've watched videos, you've tried to educate yourself and inform yourself, you've tried eating a lot of food, you've tried exercising less, you've tried doing less cardio so that you can keep your muscle mass and keep what little weight you do have, you are holding on to it and you're trying to add on to it, and somehow, you know, you spend a whole week eating, no structure, just eating whatever is in your fridge, whatever is in your kitchen, and you step on the scale at the end of the week and it says 110 pounds. Or in some cases, you might have actually lost weight. Guilty. Been there, done that. Do not lose heart. Don't lose hope. I'm here to help you, okay? I was there and now I'm here. I went through the trenches by myself and I had to bring myself out of it. So now I'm here to help you all who are still in the trenches. Hold my hand. I'll bring you out. We'll walk through together, okay? So first I'm going to explain to you what eating in a caloric surplus actually means. What on earth is a caloric surplus? Caloric surplus. Caloric. Calories. Surplus. More. Excess, I guess. So basically you're eating more food, but you have to be strategic. You can't just eat a bunch of junk food and garbage and processed junk and expect to be healthy and full and lean and athletic and have curves that you want to have. You have to be strategic. If you just eat a bunch of food, you're putting on fat, you're not putting on healthy weight. So basically a caloric surplus means that you are eating more calories than you are burning. You're intaking more calories than you are burning. If you normally eat 800 calories a day, which to some people is crazy, but as girls who are really small, it's really not that crazy. Let's say you only eat 1 meal a day. I used to do that. I literally used to eat only once a day and I was unhealthy, okay? Let's say that you only eat once a day, 800 calories a day. If you want to gain weight, you're gonna have to eat more food. The way that you know if you're eating in a caloric surplus is if your weight is increasing. So if you step on the scale and your weight isn't increasing, you're not in a caloric surplus yet. And also, consistency is more important than days where you just eat a lot of food. You can't eat one day you eat 4 meals and then the next day you don't eat at all, and then the next day you eat 1 meal and then the next day you eat 3 meals. That is a recipe for disaster. You're not going to get anywhere with that. Do not do that. Don't do it. You need to be strategic and you need to be intentional with what you're doing. So you need to be consistent. You can start out slow. You don't have to force yourself to eat big meals every day. If you want, try eating like 3 small meals a day or 2 medium meals, but don't eat just 1 big meal. Don't do that. Don't do it. You want to increase the amount of food that you're eating, and you want to increase the amount of food that you're eating and increase the frequency. That's the word I'm looking for. Increase the frequency that you're eating. Once you're consistent and you're repeating that structure and that pattern, that's when the scale will move, that's when the number will go up, and that's when you'll know that you are eating in a caloric surplus. Another thing is that women will be eating healthily, but they won't be eating enough. Are you one of them? Some common mistakes would be skipping meals, overdoing cardio, eating a bunch of low-calorie foods, not tracking anything, and trying to eat clean but not calorie dense. So here's how you're gonna do this, right? You're not just gonna all of a sudden eat 1,000 calories in a day if you're not, wait, what? You're not all of a sudden gonna just add 1,000 calories to what you usually eat in a day. That's a recipe for disaster. That's not sustainable. That's not gonna do anything for you. What you need to do is start small. Add 250 to 300 calories per day above your maintenance and increase it slowly as the weeks go by. You can't just throw a bunch of food in your stomach and expect it to be normal. Your stomach needs time to adjust, just like your muscles do. You need to eat a lot of protein. You need to eat eggs, chicken, salmon, tuna, beef. If you're vegetarian, you know, there's a lot of options out there for you. There's whey protein, there's plant-based proteins, there are peanuts, lentils, beans, stuff like that. For carbs, I personally love carbs. Carbs became a bad word, but I love carbs. I love potatoes. I love, depending on how it's cooked, rice. I love rice and peas. If it's just plain white rice, don't give it to me. I'll eat it, but I'm not gonna enjoy it. But it's a good source of carbs though. Potatoes, sweet potatoes, yams. What else they got? Rice, I said rice already. Bread, oats, pasta. Oh my god, I love pasta. Give me some pasta. I will tear it up. And in terms of fats, fats also became a bad word. There are healthy fats. There's olive oil, there's avocados, there's different types of nut butters, nuts, seeds. In this case, for women who are trying to gain weight, fats are your best friend because they will add to the caloric surplus. They add a good amount of calories without filling you up. Like I mentioned before, you also need to eat more frequently. Try to eat 3 meals a day. I know it can be difficult for some people, especially if you don't have an appetite, but if you really do want to gain healthy weight, you are going to have to eat more frequently. So you could have 3 meals and 2 to 3 snacks in a day. Liquid calories help a lot, like smoothies, protein shakes, those are really good too. Some really good examples of snacks would be yogurts with granola and honey. You have a peanut butter banana smoothie. There's all types of smoothies that you can make. Fruit smoothies, bananas, strawberries, blueberries, peanut butter and apples, peanut butter and celery. I know people love those. I personally love them. In addition to that, protein still matters a lot. Protein is the difference between gaining fat and gaining muscle. So if you aim for 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, so if you weigh 110 pounds, you're going to need to eat about 110 not pounds. Hold on. You're going to need to eat 110 grams of protein in a day. Okay, I weigh 131 pounds. My goal weight is 135 right now. Well, my major goal weight is 140, but right now let's say that my goal is 135, right? I'm gonna eat about like 130 to 135 grams of protein in a day. That's just a very like simplified. I'm not going into all the math of like multiplying 0.7 and all that stuff. I'm not doing all of that. I'm just giving you a rough estimate of what that would look like. If I'm eating, I already said it, I don't need to repeat it. So here's what a day of eating may look like. You wake up, drink water, okay? I'm not playing with you, stay hydrated. Especially, another thing, let me just insert this in there really quick. Make sure you're eating fiber. Americans do not intake enough fiber. Make sure you are eating fiber. Fiber! Eat your vegetables, eat your fruits. Let it clean your colon now, let it clean out your digestive tract. Please, I am begging you. Eat your fiber, especially if you're eating a lot of protein. Please eat your fiber, please. So here's what a sample outline of a day of eating will look like. Wake up, drink your water, stay hydrated all throughout the day. Breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, maybe another snack. You just have to make it realistic. It does not have to be perfect. There is no such thing as perfect, okay? Everything is tailored to you. It could be perfect for you, but there is no overall perfect plan, perfect thing, okay? Listen to your body, know what you need, and this is a guide to help you. So now that you know what to do, what not to do, here are some signs that what you're doing is actually working. If you see that the scale is slowly increasing, that's a really good thing, okay? If you step on a scale one day and you initially were 110 pounds and now you're 115 in like 3 days, it's probably not gonna stay that way, because you know, a few days after you could go back down to 110 or even lose more weight. You could be 108, and nobody wants that, right? What you want to see is slow, steady increase in the scale. You don't want it to go up all at once. That is not good. You want it to be slow, steady increase, okay? Another good sign is if you notice that your strength is improving in the gym. That means that your muscles are growing, okay? Yeah. Another good sign is that you are less fatigued. You're not as tired all the time anymore. Your clothes start fitting differently and your appetite is adapting to these changes. That's really, really good. That's a really good sign. Another thing I want you to be aware of, and I want you to remember, don't rely on just your appetite. Your appetite will always fail you, because if you're somebody who only eats, you're used to only eating once a day, obviously you can't rely on your appetite to tell you to eat 3 times a day. You're going to have to be disciplined enough to do that, okay? And I'm not saying force feed yourself stuff that you don't like. Don't stuff yourself with a bunch of food. Make sure that it is intentional. Make food that you like. If you like pasta, make some pasta. Pasta is perfect for this, okay? If you like acai bowls, make an acai bowl or buy one. I don't know. I don't know if you want to make it or buy it. That's up to you, but ingest it is all I'm saying. So there you have it. I kept it short and sweet, okay? If you want a structured guide for this, specifically on how to eat in a caloric surplus properly, I am creating a guide and I will publish it and I will make it known to you guys when it is out. I'm gonna launch it on my website. This is my website. It hasn't been launched yet. If you want to know when it drops, all you have to do is subscribe to my website, and you could also subscribe to this YouTube channel if you found this helpful. No pressure though, but like a little bit of pressure though. My content is for women like you, women who want to gain weight, okay? You've been skinny for a really long time, you want to put on some muscle mass. I'm your girl. So don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, and don't be afraid to hit that like button so you can know when I drop another video and that you won't be out of the loop. You can also follow my social medias if you would like. TikTok, Instagram, the choice is yours. I would recommend following me on both and subscribing. Okay, that is all for this week's video. I love you guys. Stay safe in these streets, okay? Stay safe, put on your hats, keep your jackets on, okay? Be comfy, be cozy. We're in this together. Okay, lovelies, that's all for this week's video. XOXO TTYL and all those other good stuff. Love and blessings. I don't have an outro yet. I'm working on it. So don't judge me. Just give me a moment, okay? All right.